Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So it's been more than 24 hours now since I purchased the Mac Mini with the M1 chip, and this is my 24 hours thought of using the Mac Mini with the M1 chip. So let's get started. So what made me buy the Mac Mini with the M1 chip? Well, pretty much the M1 chip is the star of this whole video pretty much. So that was the main reason why I bought the Mac Mini, was for the M1 chip. Now the M1 chip of course is Apple's home in-house built silicon microchip that they have built for their Mac lineup and also now for their iPad lineup, which we saw yesterday at the Apple event. So that was the main reason, of course, is the M1 chip, and also because, Apple looks like it's going to be focusing more on building its own chips in-house than having to use third-party chips like Intel and other third-party manufacturers to build their chips to use on their hardware. So that was the main reason. Next, of course, was my 2017 Mac was starting to slow me down. Like programs like Adobe, like pretty much all the Adobe Suite programs were slowing down. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to upgrade my Mac, because, well, I needed faster applications to open way faster than what my 2017 Mac was doing. So yeah, that was the other reason why I decided to choose the Mac Mini M1, because of that. So which Mac did I go with internally? So I went with the basic one. So the 8 gigs of RAM with 220 something SSD hard drive. I will be upgrading the hard drive, of course, not internally, since Apple does not allow that with the Mac Mini. I will be buying an external hard drive up to, I think, 2 or 3 terabytes that supports the Apple ecosystem and everything, so that I can put programs in there and files, so that I don't have to use up too much of the memory inside the built-in memory inside the Mac Mini. So the other main reason, of course, why I bought the Mac Mini, of course, with the M1 chip, was faster loading times and just a lot more support, of course, like I said, from Apple, but also, of course, the applications. So apps on that are you could download from the App Store with Big Sur just open up so fast. I forgot how fast, like before, my iMac was able to open applications, but now I just click it and it just pretty much opens up. And I think that's because, well, the M1 chip is working, is in-house based, so Apple was able to do some workarounds and everything to make it work as one. And of course, that's what Apple is known for in their ecosystem, is using software and hardware to be able to work together as one perfect, system. So yeah, it's really amazing just having to open the apps at lightning speed, and also like Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, all that programs that I use. Of course, even though Adobe has not released Photoshop for the M1 yet, and Premiere for the M1, they're still working on that. But Lightroom is already supported with the M1 chip. It opens up really fast, which is amazing. So yeah, like a big clap for Apple and all the other developers also working to update their applications to support the M1 chip to have a better experience, of course, on the Macs. Next, of course, is the fan. So, the fan is one of the like most quietest things ever. I don't even hear the fan when it's working. Also, I haven't really put it to the test that much. I've edited some videos on the Mac Mini already, but I haven't really edited like 4K footage or anything like that. So yeah, it's just really amazing, super quiet. I don't hear anything. Sometimes I don't even think it has a fan, but it does have a fan, and it has a bigger fan also because of the new update that Apple did with internally with the M1 chip. It has a bigger fan, much more quieter, so that's a big plus right there. And of course, the design of the Mac Mini is still the same design of the model before. They haven't really updated the design change. It's still the same square look to it. It's super sleek, super minimalistic, and it looks good on any setup that you want as well. So yeah, it's just a really beautiful, nice design machine that Apple has built with the Mac Mini right there. And of course, one of the big things, like I said, how Apple is known to make hardware and software work together as one. We see that with the Big Sur, also with the M1 chip. They just work really, really well together, really fast, almost no problems, no lags or anything like that, which is really, really fantastic as well. So it's not only all good thoughts with the Mac Mini with the M1 chip. There's also some bad thoughts, some cons that I have with the Mac Mini behind me here, and that is, well, first of course, awful speakers. So I'm gonna need to invest in some nice headphones in the future because the speakers on the Mac Mini just sound really bad. I'm just using the speakers right now because that's the only way I could listen to some TV shows on Netflix or anything like that, and movies. So yeah, but I'm gonna need to upgrade to some headphones because it's awful, the speakers on the Mac Mini. Apple needs to update the speakers and add better speakers, but also of course you're paying for the price. There's some things that have to come out really bad, and speakers is one of them. Next, of course, little to no ports pretty much on the back. So there's only like two USB Type C's, two USB. So the two USB ports, it's not a lot of ports in the back to attach a lot of stuff that you want to. So that's another thing that I wish Apple could change, of course, in their small form factor, that maybe in the future they'll be able to add more ports, but doesn't seem likely, of course. So I'm going to need to buy, of course, an external hub or something to connect the Mac Mini to have external USBs and USB Type Cs, because there's only two, and I'm going to probably need a lot more than just two to use this machine behind me. And of course, not least but not last, and I think everybody knows this when purchasing a Mac Mini, is the no upgrade internal upgrade. So you cannot upgrade your Mac Mini, of course, to anything you want. Like once you buy it, you cannot do any changes to it, which it sucks. But of course, it is a Mac Mini. It's not meant to be updated or anything like that. So once you buy it, there's no way you could update the Mac Mini. You just have to buy a new one with all the upgrade stuff, or just get a different type of computer as well. So yeah, if you're looking into upgrading your Macs, of course, in the future, then the Mac Mini is probably not going to be for you. But if you're a user that that doesn't care about the upgrade cycle and thing like that, that just needs it to surf the web, or just do some basic work using Photoshop or something like that, then the Mac Mini with the M1 chip will work perfectly fine for you. But yeah, if you're looking to edit some really, really high-end stuff, commercial and all that, then you're going to want to upgrade to the Mac Mini to the max that you possibly can to support that quality of video that you want, because you won't be able to update the Mac Mini in the future. So yeah, that's my thoughts of 24 hours of after using the Mac Mini with the M1 chip. Like I said, it's really amazing. So yeah, but still in the new phase. So we'll see how fast it can still last throughout the year. And I'll come and do another video review about that as well, to let you guys stay updated on that. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do hit the subscribe button down below, because that does help, or hit the like button. And as always, I will see you guys later.